Good morning, everybody. We are live with Travis. So let's get going.
Good morning, everyone.
Happy Wednesday, happy Tariff Day, happy whatever day. Liberation, not liberation. We'll see at 4 p.m. So we are going to get going. Everybody, good morning and buenos dias. So we're going to look at the charts. We are at a very similar point than yesterday, guys. Very similar point. I'm looking at this 388, 458 reshort area, or at least this is going to be the first attempt for the short covering here. This area right there, this is between our institutional rate power indicator and the previous 7 a.m. price line and the open of yesterday. So obviously this retest here, 388, 458 is going to be very, very important for the NASDAQ trader. Okay. Now, big picture, we're going to go one by one by one by one. We're going to do this one here and here, and we're going to go like this. So we're going, where's the calculator? I'm going to go like this. So let's keep the charts clean. Let's go to NASDAQ. And this is the problem here. We retest that downtrend here, right? So we got to hold, if it was a double top from last week, we got to hold that 19,175 right there down. 19,175 this morning is going to be critical. Okay? If we fail that, we're going here, which is 18.6. If we fail the 18.6 on the NASDAQ, guess what? That's the one I gave you that is not pretty. It's the 2021 retest. So it's going to land up 2021 retest with the power indicator edge at 16.2. If it's really, really bad, recession is coming, deep recession, tariff war all over the world, right? And that's an induced recession, or 18.6 to that 18.9. So 18.650, 615, sorry, right there, to here, to the power indicator edge, 18.9, which is where we were a couple of days ago, guys. So believe it or not, you're like, oh, no, it's not bad. That's exactly where we were a couple of days ago. So I think it's very serious to think that if we are not recapturing today the 450 area for me, this 450 area, if we are not recapturing this 450, 600, it's game over. All right? And this is the area that you are going to have to look for the next few days. The 650 and this 450 area there, something like that. So I would take a picture here because that's exactly what I'm looking from the top to the bottom here. 388, 450 this morning, resistance huge. We failed that. That's a huge problem because we got to hold 42.80. If we fail 42.80, we make a new low towards the 18.6. We complete to the edge of the calculator on the power indicator here, because we've already went to the bottom of blue and held perfectly at 15.9. But if we fail the 280, the 250, we are going here, 18.6. We failed the 18.6. It's all over. It's all the way to the bottom. It's like it's opening the gate of hell. It's going to be the 2021 high. I suspect somewhere around here, this is where the Fed's hands are being forced to restart QE aggressively, and that might be the Trump put here around this 18.6. But I might be wrong. Maybe they want us to go to the world of pain to reset, guys, because there's a reset. There has been so much excess. There has been so much debt that the U.S. cannot afford. You know, we have what is that, Travis? 1 point something trillion a year in debt repayment.
Yeah, the deficit. Yeah, over 1 trillion a year. Yeah.
No, but we have like 34 trillion, but the debt repayment itself is 1.4 trillion. So at one point,
the interest. Yeah.
Yeah. So at one point between this 18.6 and this 2021 high, they got to come and put a put in the market, and then everything can restart the QE and aggressively force the Fed's hand. We are going to see tonight how aggressively this thing is going to calm down. But at this point, we are very clear coming into the morning, guys. 14, so if you go back to the 4-hour charts, I'm looking very clearly this morning. You can look. See? This is a 4-hour. I'm not a big fan of 4 hours versus the weekly. We have power trend down. We have the long-term fighting. We have this entire trend line here, right? That was kind of like this. That's holding down. You can argue this one did a Victor's Pounder, but it was a failure of a Victor's Pounder because I told you yesterday this was a new low. So everywhere you look at, we are still on down move. Down, like look the three projection. It's down, it's down, it's down. Do you guys see that on the feed? Good morning, Marc-Andre. It's good to see you. Okay. So everything is down here. So the game plan that we have to assume is our target from yesterday, this 6 p.m. open, 595 to this 492 is going to be huge resistance block. And I would argue that the 450 to the 388 is the next block. So you have a block here, and then you have a block around here, which is the 422, all the way here, which is the 360. So 422, and this is why it's going to be hard, guys, today to pinpoint. That's why you need to start, if you start taking short again, take the short with the, how do you call that, Travis? Micros, small sizes. Okay? Another thing I would pay attention to is those higher lows. They are breaking, see? So everything that I'm showing you, look, whether you look at the weekly downtrend, whether you look at the 4-hour downtrend, whether you look at the 4-hour downtrend, they are all downtrending. Then you have the power trend box telling us net seller, net seller, net seller, net sellers. I have to assume that the 1388 to the 1458 this morning is going to be resistance even up to that point, which is the 560. So this stuff can change on a dime, and it's going to be crazy. And I recommend, if you day trade it, even the prop firm this morning, go slow, guys. Go slow. Look, I'm trying to fill the market with the top step combine, not the XFAs, because I'm going to trade one XFA at a time. I already made $380 on this, but I'm going very slow. All you need, guys, all you need is a couple of take profit account, one account of 150K at top step, and just go slow with some micros, master the micros, and then you will learn to scale your business and get 20,000 payout like I did last month. But it's a journey, it's a progress, you know. You don't come right away and are going to make $20,000 payout. It's not going to happen. I'll tell you right away, it's not happening, right? Travis, any other numbers you looking at some other numbers also, or in your mind, how you want to approach the market? I'll be right back, guys. We are going to go from market to market. So, I want to give you the new hours. 8 a.m. on Tuesday, we trade all day together until about 11 a.m. Wednesday, we do pre-market analysis like this from about 8 a.m. to about 9:15, and then we go to the private group. Same on Thursday, 8 a.m., but I'll be on the power indicator, and we'll go in the analysis, but we'll go deep with the settings of the indicators. Okay. Next charts. Let's look at the SPY. We've already see, like here, they are coming back towards my area that I would like to see if they reject or not. This 88,450 is going to be an important area for me. And I might take a micro short with a large stop loss at 525 at one point, just to feel it. Okay. SPY, let's get going. We are going to first, before we do the 4 hours, we are going to look at the weekly charts on the SPY. So SPY, let me delete everything and let's look at the clean SPY. So we're at 58% short to 45% long now. When we were on buy on blue, sell on purple, when you sell on purple, we had a very high probability. Look here, if I put the replay on the tools and you go like here on that bar, look at the percentage of short here. We were at 82% of short. That's how the probability patented power indicator is so amazingly powerful. Because at the top, buy on blue, sell on the top of the edge of purple, we were at 82%. We were at 82% of the market signal to short. It was telling you to short. At the top of the market here, when SPY was 600, you had institutional net sellers, major block net sellers, minor block net sellers. It was already telling you at 600 to short the market. Okay? It was already telling you to be careful. So let's go back to today. And now we are more neutral, obviously. Right? Now we're 54.45. So look at that downtrend line, and it's very much the same as NASDAQ. It's very much in place as well. You know, you could do the same with the thing here, like this, the channel thing. I don't dislike channels, but I prefer equal high and equal lows when I make my analysis. So look at the SPY here. Huge resistance I gave you at 562.5 yesterday. We have support at 555 today in the middle of the box. We break 550, it's game over, it's 527. So I repeat, write those numbers down before we go to the next market. 562.5, 555, 550, 527. Next, we are going to go to the bonds. The 10-year treasury is holding very well. Look, see, is holding very well. The same scheme I give you every time. The downtrend is about to break. The inverse head and shoulders holding. This is the preparation. All that drop in the market is indicating that QE and rates are going to go down soon. There's going to be, Trump is forcing the Fed here to go down. See, that 388 was a good short again. I should have re-entered that short to increase my profit on the combine. So I'm going to increase the combines 150K, and then I'll go to my tech profit and my pro account and my pro plus account. but I want to fill the tape between 375 and 450 this morning at the open, because I will be in the private group. So you want to fill on the NASDAQ that open between 388 and 458 for reshorts. Okay? So this chart of the bonds is really indicative from a perspective of what I see, that it's about to break the trend line. It's about to open the gate for QE and the gate of rates to go down, which will help support the market. The Dixie, if you look at the Dixie, it's going down, guys. See, the Dixie was kind of in a range in the probability power indicator, you know, from two boxes, gray and blue. The Dixie continues, and it's going to go towards probably the bottom of the box here at 98. And so slowly the Dixie is going down. See, we might rebound a little bit the Dixie here, 105, but then 105, boom, we're on our way to what? 103, 103 calculator edge on buy on blue, sell on purple, 198. So the dollar is about to go down, the bonds are about to go. This at one point should support the stock market, guys. All of this stuff should support the market really nicely. So let's go now into asset accumulations, because I owe you still the $280,000 portfolio, which was my last update, but it's not 180, it's less now. All right. The last update we did was 281 in December. So we'll have to benchmark 281. So I have to look at my positions. But one thing I don't know if you guys realized back in December that I was doing, and that a lot of people did not realize, is look my cash. I have $88,000 in cash. In December, similarly, believe it or not, to Warren Buffett, 1/3 of my portfolio was back in cash, and I have a lot of cash sitting. And this cash is going to add to the position, the wonderful positions that I had at wonderful entry on Palantir 19, my best entry positions with the best cost basis. I'm going to add and add and add to that sell-off for the next 3 months. If we sell off between now and September, I keep on adding on the worst, because then I would expect a really strong cycle back up for a year or two. But notice that my last update of the retirement portfolio, I had $88,000 out of $281,000 in cash. So now I have all this cash I can redeploy from the Schwab money market. All this cash can be redeployed. So what am I going to do? Very easy. Go to Palantir. Since I have Palantir 19, and I've already sold enough Palantir to cover all my cost basis, what am I going to do? I'm going to wait and see if Palantir goes back here, 54, 54.50. Instead of panicking, I'm going to buy more, because I had 800 shares, sold 300 in the 75.80s, right? Recoup my cost basis and more. Palantir, if it goes back here, 50, 55, I buy more. Why? Because then I'm preparing for the double top of the cycle for the next 3 years until the next presidency. It's going to go like that. Boom. Last roaring hooray on Palantir. Okay? And that's it. Right now, you have a big problem. Palantir has a huge resistance at 95 on my tools. So you have to be careful that there's a high likelihood it goes 55, 60. In which case, I will add more Palantir, because I had sold 300 shares of Palantir. I would use the $80,000, the $88,000. $1 out of $3 is in cash in the retirement portfolio, and buy more and more of the stocks that I had fantastic cost basis, which would be probably AT&T, Verizon, because I like the dividend and the fact that when the market is nervous, it's doing well now. Palantir, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, AMD, Google. By the way, Amazon and Apple I like less because I don't like anything that is exposed to retail right now. I want to buy if all the AI crash like 2001, 2003, those are the ones I want to buy, like AMD 90-100, right? NVIDIA, same, around 95-100. That would be wonderful. You know, and add to the positions that were very, very deep into the money. So when you look at that $284,000 portfolio, right? And now you look at all the positions one by one that I showed you in December, something that perhaps you have not paid attention. $1 out of $3 of everything in the portfolio, $88,000 is in cash, which now I'm going to be able to come in cash and take it. Okay? So let's recap before I leave for the day trader as well, because this was also a big picture Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m., but we will be in the power indicators. So this is our new hours now. 8 a.m. Tuesday, 8 a.m. Wednesday, day trading zones channel, 8 a.m. Thursday, power indicator, more on the tools, the settings, how we go in the gears, how we set up the day trading parts, what are our favorite divisions, and like nuances on the tools that helps you master the tools and the indicators. Okay. Travis, anything for today on the trading? Do you have like anything you are looking in particular before we jump?
No, nothing in particular. I think you've covered everything that I'm looking at as well.
See, and we are rejecting, guys, that block. We told you that block is 388, 390 from yesterday, which was the 7 a.m., was the open. And then you have the probability power indicator divisions is going to be the problem. Between 390 and 458 today, you have to look if they reject this area. The problem is, they need to break the low of yesterday. And the IB low of yesterday was 260, so we need to break this IB low of 260. So this 260 and this 175 is your next target. So I repeat on the NASDAQ for the NASDAQ trader that trade like us, prop firms and stuff like that. 388, 458 resistance. On the bottom, we are looking at the 260 IB low from yesterday, and then our probability power indicator H159. Then, if that cracks, watch here this analysis we've done earlier on the NASDAQ. Everything is down. On the weekly, it's down. On the 4 hour, it's down. Look all the bar. Down, down, down. Everything down. So the next target would be 15,006. 15,006, it would break the previous buy on blue on the 4 hours, and it would break your 18.9 going to the 18.6. If we break the 18.6, then we have a huge problem, because now we are opening the gate to the 2021 high, which is also close to the power indicator, 100% from the patented tools. Now, I was trying to show you, look at the tools. When the tools were here in the replay, the probabilities, it was telling you to get the hell out. 76% chance for the shorts to get out. So if you look even on the daily charts, this is where you can see where it's amazing. Like the probability power indicators are really amazing. And this is the stuff that allowed me to have Palantir at $18, $19 cost basis before it exploded. Look, if you go on the replay here and you say to yourself, okay, where was the start? Where was the market? Right? Where was the market? Right there on terms of probability. Buy on blue, sell on purple. It was at 79% chance that the market was about to tank. 79. That would have tremendously helped your portfolio, and it helped my portfolio, and I tried to help you guys. I went to cash 80,000. 30% of my money in the retirement account went to cash in December. Now you say, oh, Mark, it's easy after the fact. Not really, because I try in a subtle way in December to show you. I don't have that. If you go to the Day Trading Zone's YouTube channel, I try in a subtle way to do a video called Is It the Top? Is it time to sell? That was a subtle way. If you look at this and you'll say, holy shit, he told us that it's very difficult to time cycle. But in a subtle way, I did this video here, if you come, and you look at this video, and the name of the video before we did all the proper things was 2025, time to sell or wait, stock market cycle, year-end review. Everything was there. The quality of the video was not good. But at the end of December 2025, time to sell or wait with the cycle was an amazing video, everybody. Amazing video, and it foretell the fact that I put $88,000 in the cash account. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, 8 a.m. is our new time. No more 4 p.m., no more nothing. Our start time is 8 a.m. So this is efficient. We trade 8 a.m., 11 a.m. in the private group. We will do the same with you guys on Tuesday, 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. for analysis and helping you on Wednesday, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. analysis and power indicator subtleties tomorrow on the power indicator. We keep it very simple, 8 a.m. I hope it was helpful, but go back, review these videos, and you'll say, holy shit, there was a little bit of a warning at the end of December by Mark, and he had in his portfolio review $88,000 in cash. 33% of the portfolio was flipping in cash at the end of December. Love you all, everybody. You have a great day. And if you're on the private group, we'll see you in Zoom in about 5-10 minutes. Let me just do my coffee, and we are on, and we are attack live, and we are going to trade the tariff liberation day. You take care. Travis, I see you up there, okay? On the other. Allez, take care, man. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Power Indicator.